copper is excreted in bile through gut. Normal range of copper. Normal range is 100 to 200 mg per dl is normal range. Now, deficiency manifestation. Copper deficiency occurs in both children and adult. Both copper deficiency, both children and adult can develop symptomatic deficiency. In premature infant are the most susceptible since copper stored in the liver are laid down in the third trimester of pregnancy. So sign and symptom of copper deficiency. So neutropenia, neutropenia means decreased neutrophils. Hypochromic anemia. Hypochromic means decreased color of RBC. In the early stage, osteoporosis, various bone and joint abnormalities due to impairment in copper-dependent cross-linking of bone collagen and connective tissue. Hypochromic anemia, osteoporosis, various bone and joint abnormalities. Now there are two types of error of copper deficiency. Due to deficiency of copper, there are two types. One is Menkes syndrome and another is Wilson disease. These are the two inborn error of copper metabolism. So first, Menkes syndrome. It is a very rare deficiency, very rare, fatal, and it is a X-linked recessive disorder. It is occurred due to genetic defect. Menkes syndrome occurred due to genetic defect in the absorption of copper from intestine. Menkes syndrome occurred due to genetic defect in absorption of copper from intestine. In this, both serum copper and celluloplasmin and liver copper content will be decreased, low. Now, clinical manifestation. Kinkai or twist brittle hair will be there. Kinkai means involving or showing different characters. Depigmentation of skin, pigment of skin and hair. Seizures. Seizure means a sudden attack of illness like stroke, mental retardation and vascular defect. So these all are clinical symptoms of Menkes syndromes. Now another inborn error disease of copper metabolism is Wilson disease. It is also an inborn, Wilson disease is a inborn error of copper metabolism. It is autosomal recessively inherited disorder. Wilson disease is a autosomal recessively inherited disorder which is caused by mutation in the gene ATP7B. It is occurred, Wilson disease occurred due to mutation in this gene ATP7B. That this gene code for a cation that transporting enzymes involved in copper transport. Wilson disease occurred due to mutation in the gene ATP7B. This is a gene with that code for transporting enzymes involved in copper transport, which lead to impaired copper excretion into bile, reabsorption of copper in the kidney, and hepatic incorporation of copper into celluloplasmin, which impaired copper excretion into bile, reabsorption of copper in kidney, and hepatic incorporation of copper into celluloplasmin. Now other minerals is zinc. So adult body contain about 2 grams of zinc. Adult body contain 2 grams of zinc. In RBC, the zinc content is high as compared to plasma. Now function of zinc. Like copper, zinc is also constituent of number of enzymes like and which involve in major metabolic pathway and functions. For example, carbonic anhydrase, alkaline phosphatase, malic dehydrogenase, alcohol dehydrogenase, and many enzymes. So zinc is also involved in the synthesis of DNA and RNA. Zinc is also required for the synthesis of heme. Zinc is also, it is necessary for the growth and division of cells. Zinc is also important element in wound healing, and it is necessary factor in the biosynthesis and integrity of connective tissue. Now dietary source of zinc: meat, liver, seafood, eggs. These all are good source of zinc. Milk, including breast milk, is also a good source of zinc. Now, recommended dietary allowance. So, recommended dietary allowance for zinc is for adult 15 milligram per day. Zinc is required. For adult, 15 milligram per day, zinc is required. In pregnancy and lactating women, 20 milligram per day, zinc is required. Now, absorption and excretion. So, zinc is absorbed in a small intestine. Zinc is absorbed in a small intestine. It is transported in blood plasma by albumin and alpha-2 microglobulin. Zinc is absorbed in a small intestine, and it is transported in blood plasma by albumin and alpha-2 microglobulin. Now, excretion. It is excreted in urine, bile, in pancreatic fluid, and in milk in lactating mother. It is excreted through urine, bile, in pancreatic fluid, and in milk in lactating mother. Now, deficiency manifestation. Deficiency manifestation of zinc. So, malnutrition and malabsorption. These are two deficiency manifestation which is occurred due to zinc. So, due to zinc deficiency, so symptoms are growth failure, hair loss, anemia, reduced taste acuity. Acuity means loss of taste sensation, hypogonadism, neuropsychiatric symptoms, and delay wound healing. These are the symptoms of zinc deficiency. Now, acrodermatitis enteropathic. This is one type of disorder. It is a inherited disorder of zinc metabolism, which occurred due to defect in zinc absorption. It is a rare inherited disorder of zinc metabolism due to an inherited defect in zinc absorption that cause low plasma zinc. This will cause decreased plasma zinc concentration and reduce total body content of zinc. So it is mainly seen in children, infant, as skin rash. So acrodermatitis enteropathic, it is a rare inherited disorder of zinc metabolism due to an inherited defect in zinc absorption that causes low plasma zinc concentration and reduce total body content of zinc. It is manifested in infant as skin rashes. Now, another mineral is fluorine. So, fluorine is used to prevent for the prevention of dental caries. Fluorine is used for the prevention of dental caries. It is maintenance of fluorine structure of teeth and bone, and present in excess, it is harmful. So, fluorine maintain the structure of teeth and bone, but it present in excess will be harmful for our body. So, by consumption of fluorides. So, fluorides, main biochemical function of fluoride is fluoride increases the resistance of enamel to acid attack. Fluoride increase the resistance of enamel to acid attack. Up to when there will be bacterial fermentation of while using residual food particle, it stuck in pit and fissure of teeth, which result acid production. So when the acid will be produced, the acid removes enamel and dentin to expose the pulp, which cause inflammatory changes. जिनका कैमरा ऑफ है उसको अटेंडेंस नहीं मिलेगा. कैमरा सब ऑन करना है. अटेंडेंस हो गया, कैमरा ऑन नहीं है, उसको अटेंडेंस नहीं मिलेगा. So the acid removes enamel and dentin to expose the pulp, which cause inflammatory change. If this process continue for longer, it decay the tooth. Means decomposition of tooth. Decay means decay the tooth. So normally fluoride forms epitite layer on the enamels, which protect enamels from acid attack. Normally fluoride forms a fluoroepitite, एक layer बनाता है on the enamels, which protect enamels from acid attack. Protect करता है from acid attack से. Further, it is said that fluoride inhibit the bacterial enzymes and reduce production of acids. Fluoride और क्या करता है? Inhibit the bacterial enzymes. Bacterial enzyme action को inhibit करेगा and reduce the production of acid attack. It is also essential for the normal development of bony structure. Fluoride is also essential for normal development of bony structure. Now source. So source of fluoride is drinking water. Drinking water is a good source of fluorides. And some sea fish, they also contain a small amount of fluorides. Now recommended dietary allowance. Recommended dietary allowance 1.5 to 4 milligram per day fluoride is required. 1.5 to 4 milligram per day fluoride is required. So now absorption and excretion. It's absorbed in stomach and small intestine. Fluoride is absorbed in stomach and small intestine, and it is distributed almost entirely to bone and teeth. It is absorbed in stomach and small intestine and distributed almost entirely to bone and teeth. And it is excretion, it is excreted through urine. Now, manifestation of fluoride. So due to excess of fluoride, one dental caries is a disease. Dental caries occurs. Dental caries occur due to when drinking water contain less than 0.5 ppm. ppm means parts per millions. So the drinking water contain less than 0.5 ppm of fluoride are prone to develop dental caries. When drinking water contains less than 0.5 ppm of fluoride, which are prone to develop dental caries. It is also occurred due to deficiency of fluoride. Due to deficiency of fluoride, the enamel is more exposed to acid attack, which result in decay of teeth. Due to deficiency of fluoride, the enamel is more exposed to acid attack, which resulting in the decay of teeth. Now, fluoride supplement is more effective during the period of permanent tooth eruptions. Now, another disease due to deficiency of fluoride is fluorosis. Fluorosis means when the consumption is more fluoride. So when consumption is more than 2 ppm of fluoride, it causes gastrointestinal symptoms, disease like diarrhea, loss of appetite, and loss of weight. When more than 5 ppm, so it's molting of ligaments, discoloration of teeth. When we take more than ppm of fluorides, it causes molting of nuts and discoloration of teeth. So the characteristics in this fluorosis, there will be yellowish brown patches on tooth surface, indicate chronic toxicity. There will be yellowish brown patches on surface which indicate chronic toxicity. This is important because the unrecognizable sign as warning signal for the more serious bony involvement, which is called as fluorosis. In fluorosis, due to fluorosis, there will be chronic toxicity which is not corrected, or an intake of more than 20 ppm, which cause severe structure abnormality in bones like osteoporosis, porosis, and osteosclerosis. So more than 20 ppm, it will cause osteoporosis and osteosclerosis. And it's leading to permanent physical disability. Due to deficiency of fluoride, a person develop knock knee. Knock knee means the leg will curve inward, and kyphosis means outward curvature of spine, which leads to permanent physical disability. Now another minerals is manganese. So adult content about 15 to 20 milligram of manganese. Adult body contain 15 to 20 mg of manganese. It is present in liver and kidney are rich in manganese. Liver and kidney contain rich amount of manganese. It is also found in nuclei where it gives stability to the nucleic acid structure. It is also found in nuclei where it gives stability to the nucleic acid structures. Now functions. So function of manganese. It is manganese is a constituent of metallo enzymes and enzyme activators. So important manganese enzymes are arginase, pyruvate carboxylase, superoxide dismutase, which are manganese containing enzymes. Important manganese containing enzymes are arginase, pyruvate carboxylase, superoxide dismutase. So manganese also activates enzymes including enzymes including hydrolase, kinases, decarboxylase, and esterases. So manganese specific activating enzymes are reactive manganese, glycosyl transferase, phosphoenolpyrate, kinase, glutamine synthase, which all are enzymes which activate manganese. With the vitamin K in the formation of prothrombin. So manganese also are used for the synthesis of prothrombin. Manganese is also required for the synthesis of glycoprotein, proteoglycans, hemoglobins, and cholesterol. Magnesium is also required for the synthesis of glycoprotein, proteoglycans, hemoglobin, and cholesterol. It is formation of tissue. So these are all important function of manganese. Now source. So meat, liver, and kidney are good source of magnesium. Wheats, legumes, and nuts. These all are contain good source of magnesium. Now recommended dietary allowance. So 2 to 2.5 to 5 milligram per day magnesium is required. 2.5 to 5 milligram per day recommended dietary magnesium is required per day. Now absorption and excretion. Absorption and excretion of magnesium. So absorption, it is poorly absorbed in small intestine. Magnesium is poorly absorbed in small intestine, and it is excreted in bile and pancreatic secretion in feces. Magnesium is absorbed poorly in intestine and excreted rapidly in bile and pancreatic secretion in feces. Now, deficiency manifestations. So, due to deficiency of magnesium, there will be blood clotting defect symptoms will be there, hypocholesteremia will be there, and dermatitis will be there. So, due to deficiency of manganese, blood clotting defect will be there, hypocholesteremia will be there, and dermatitis will be there. Now, another mineral is molybdenum. Another mineral is molybdenum. So molybdenum it is a essential cofactors. It is a essential cofactors of a number of enzymes. Molybdenum is a essential cofactor of a number of enzymes, particularly xanthine oxidase. Since it is a molybdenum is a essential cofactor of number of enzymes, in particularly xanthine oxidase, which convert the end product purine metabolism to uric acids. So now functions. So function is it is a constituent of flowing enzymes like xanthine oxidase, aldehyde oxidase, and sulfite oxidase. These are all the manganese contain enzymes. So it is the constituent of flowing enzymes. It is the constituent of xanthine oxidase, aldehyde oxidase, and sulfite oxidase. Now dietary food source. So it is present in liver, kidney are good source. Liver and kidney are good source of manganese. Whole grains, legumes, and leafy vegetable also contains manganese. Now recommended dietary allowance. So 0.5 to 0.15 to 0.5 mg per day manganese is required. 0.15 to 0.5 milligram per day it is required. Now absorption and excretion. So it is absorbed in intestine. It is absorbed in the intestine. Manganese is absorbed in intestine and it is excreted in urine and bile. So it is absorbed in intestine and excreted in urine and bile. Now, deficiency manifestation. Report it is due to deficiency of manganese. It causes xanthinuria with low plasma urinary uric acid concentration. So due to deficiency of manganese, it causes xanthinuria. Xanthinuria means accumulation due to accumulation of xanthin, due to excessive intake of xanthin with low plasma and urinary uric acid concentration. Now another mineral is selenium. So selenium is selenium is the constituent of amino acid selenocysteine. Selenium is a constituent of an amino acid selenocysteine. Now function of selenium. So function of selenium is an antioxidant. Selenium role is an antioxidant along with vitamin E. Selenium is role function as antioxidant along with vitamin E. It is also a constituent. Selenium is also a constituent of enzyme glutathione peroxidase. Selenium is also a constituent of enzyme glutathione peroxidase. So glutathione peroxidase has cellular antioxidant functions that protect cell membrane against oxidative damage by hydrogen peroxide and variety of hydroperoxidase. Selenium function is it is also act as antioxidants along with vitamin E. It is also a constituent of glutathione peroxidase. So glutathione peroxidase has a cellular antioxidant function. Glutathione peroxidase has a cellular antioxidant function that protect cell membrane against oxidative damage, which is produced by hydrogen peroxide and variety of hydroperoxidase. So selenium is also a constituent of iodothyronine deiodinase. Selenium is also a constituent of iodothyronine deiodinase. These are the enzymes that convert thyroxine to triiodothyronine. It will convert from T4 to T3, thyroxine to triiodothyronine. Selenium is a constituent of iodothyronine deiodinase, the enzymes that convert thyroxine to triiodothyronine. It is also a constituent of selenium is also a constituent of glutathione peroxidase. Selenium is also a constituent of glutathione peroxidase, an enzyme which is important in preventing lipid peroxidation and protecting cell against superoxide and some other free radicals. So selenium also prevent from lipid peroxidation and also from superoxide and some free radicals. Selenium also play a role in sperm motility. Now, food source of selenium: kidney, seafoods, meat. These all are good source of selenium. Liver, kidney, seafoods, and meats are good source of selenium. Grains also contain selenium, which is depend on region where they grow. Now, recommended allowance selenium. So 50 to 200 microgram per day for normal adults. Selenium is required 50 to 200 microgram per day for normal adults. Now, absorption and excretion. Absorption and excretion. So selenium is a principal dietary forms of selenium, selenocysteine and selenomethionine, which are absorbed in gastrointestinal tract. So selenium is gastrointestinal tract in the form of selenocysteine and selenomethionines. And excretion or homeostasis is regulated by excretion through urine. So it is regulated by excretion through urine. So deficiency of selenium, it is associated some area of China. Selenium deficiency is associated particularly in some area of China with Keshan disease. Keshan disease is due to deficiency of selenium. A cardiomyopathy that primarily affects children and women of childbearing age. Selenium deficiency, due to deficiency of selenium, is occurred in some area of China with Keshan disease. Keshan disease means a disease which is occurred due to deficiency of selenium, which cause a cardiomyopathy that affects children and women of childbearing age. So common symptoms of selenium deficiency is dizziness, loss of appetite, nausea, abnormal electrocardiogram, and congestive heart failure. So common symptoms of selenium deficiency is dizziness, loss of appetite, nausea, abnormal electrocardiogram, and congestive heart failure. So that much. Thank you. So minerals complete हो गया है. Major element, minor element सब complete हो गया है. So major element में so most important minerals is calcium, iron. These two are very important minerals. एग्जाम में आता ही आता है. ये दोनों में से एक ना एक लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन में आता है. उसमें उसके बाद शॉर्ट में भी आता है. सो पढ़ना सब है, सब जितना भी मिनरल हुआ है you have to read all those minerals. ठीक है, थैंक यू.